Hello, Josh. So this is it. This is our final project in fifth grade. It's kind of hard to believe. We've gone through fifth grade and we've survived it doing these video courses. You've done an excellent job. You've kept with me. It's been a challenging year, and I'm so proud of the work you've been doing. And I hope I get to see you next year in middle school. Now, middle school is a little different in art because I only see you for 6 weeks. I see you every day for 6 weeks, and then we rotate out. And sixth grade's art rotation isn't until the third trimester. So I won't get to see you until third trimester or however we get to interact next year. But let's enjoy this last project. I know it's been a really big project. I know it's been a struggle for a lot of you and your friends, but it's a good technique. And now you know a little bit of hand sewing, and we're going to learn how to do a button. So I'm going to break this up into a couple videos. And you have until the 20th to get this done. Now, on the 20th. On May 20th, it's the official last day of art for your class, and typically we make our big portfolios and put all our artwork and hand it back. And since all your artwork's with you at home, you can have until the 20th to finish this, where your class has only until the 14th. So I'm gonna give you a little extra time. All right, so step one, when you're sewing, you have all three sides sewn, and then I want you to sew one square on one edge and another square back. So you'll have to attach your yarn, sew into a square, thread it back, cut it, re-knot it, and come over here. We want to leave those two middle squares on the fourth side open. That way you can get your hand in it, all right? Because we got to stuff it. Once you sew those edges, you're going to carefully turn it back right side out, because this is the inside, and we are now going to deal with the outside. So if you sewed pretty good, you might be able to see some of your stitches, and that's okay. You can get your finger in there and really kind of pop the corners out. Hopefully, things hold together. That's our goal. If you're doing this and something pops out, like you're like, oh no, I can see a hole, you can just reverse it inside out again and try to stitch that close. Like if your stitches were too far apart, you might have to go back in. I'm gonna use a pencil right here and try to get my corner. Now that's me being picky because I like my corners, but you don't have to. So I feel like when I had my hand in there, everything is sewn closed. I can tell where I sewed tighter and looser. That's okay. If you don't like the way that looks, you could reverse it inside out and pull tighter on those stitches. But like I said, as long as those stitches hold together and the fabric is together, you're good. Now, if I had some blank spots here, like I had a hole right there, what I would do is just flip it back over and put a couple stitches in between, because that tells me your stitches are too far apart. I think they look good. All right. So once you have it like this, you're ready to stuff it, okay? So I pop my corners out with my hands. I have this open, and I'm just gonna get some polyfill, which I can leave some for you at school if you want. A couple big handfuls. And this is up to you. How tight or how much fluffy do you want your pillow? Start by putting fluff in the bottom corners. So if you really get your bottom corners done, you gotta get both hands in there and just kind of shove. Not too hard because we don't break our thing. I kind of break it up and fluff it a little bit. I just shove it in there. You decide. I really want to make sure there's stuffing in all my corners. So I'm stuffing my top two corners now. Oh, I can tell where I have a little string popping out right there. That's easy to do. I can trim that. So I have my corners popped out. I feel like I could have some more stuffing. All right. Then I decide, is that enough stuffing? It's up to you. If you want to add a little bit more stuffing, that's fine. What I'm really looking for is that you use some stuffing and you really get in those corners and put stuffing in those corners. Oop, kind of popped out my stitches there. Be gentle. And you have it. Now my pillow is reversible. So now you have this open spot here. And that's going to be the next video. You'll want to sew this closed. So these stitches are going to be showing. So you want to do nice close stitches when you're doing this. So go ahead and get a needle threaded with your yarn or your thread and put a knot at the end, just like we did before. And then on video 2, I'm going to show you how to close the whip stitch or close your pillow. And then we're going to have some buttons, and I'm going to show you how you can put a button in the middle of your pillow to really make it unique. All right, stay tuned for video number 2.